You don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Dark necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I follow from the sun. Dark necessities are part of my design. It's a bad song. I've just been jamming the Chili Peppers lately, and yeah, it's been great. I fucking love the Chili Peppers. I really wish I could go to their concert this year. That'd be badass, but whatever. Hey guys, how you doing today? What did I do today? I was off today. Fucking slept till noon. Ate some tacos. Watched some, YouTube, same old shit. And then I did an episode, not even an episode, I streamed Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, chapter 2, I believe. And dude, that took like 4 hours. 4 hours. No, it was a while to beat that chapter. And it's just because I had to go through the Peach area, and then go through the Bowser area, and then go through Mario's little side of the story. But it was fun. I had viewers the whole time. Marco V and some other people were viewing. I'm even on Twitch now. If you want to, watch me on Twitch instead of anywhere else, it's twitch.tv/Lorenzo Ariola. Pretty much the same thing everywhere. As far as news goes, so let's look at the news here. Speaking of video games that we were talking about, I don't know if you heard on March 22nd, which that was like a month ago, there was an incident, I think in front of a Dollar Tree, where an 11-year-old boy, he went up to a 29-year-old man, and he was like, "Hey, you're an NPC." He called him an NPC, which, if no one knows what the term NPC means, it means, for video games, non-playable character, or which are just the characters in the game that aren't controlled by a controller. And that dude ran after this kid and fucking stabbed him. It just cracks me up, the idea of you're an NPC, and then just the NPC gets so mad that he comes running after you with a knife and fucking stabs you. I'm pretty sure I've called people NPC a few times. I'm pretty damn sure I have, where I worked at Home Depot with this dude that was so boring, and he was so weird, and it must have been that he was autistic. He had to have been, but he was just such a weird dude, and I was I wonder what he does when he goes home, with his life. I imagine past a certain border, when you enter the fog in Silent Hill, he disappears, and the computer that is life isn't using him in the RAM, but then he reappears when I see him at Home Depot again. I remember he was so dumb, the things he would say. I remember one time I was working, and I've worked with this guy for months, right? At least 6 or 7 months. And he was like, "Hey, do you always wear glasses?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I always wear glasses." I've even previously with him, I've always said I can't see anything without my glasses. And then I think not even a month ago, I broke my glasses at work. I dropped them, and they fell and broke, where they couldn't come back together. So I literally had to leave work because I couldn't see a thing without them, like Velma, from Scooby-Doo. But not the shady Velma, the cool Velma, the sexy one that you see in porn and shit when she's bent over because she can't find her glasses. But yeah, I've always had glasses, and this guy's like, "Huh, have you always worn glasses?" And I'm like, "Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? When have you ever seen me without glasses?" And I've told you I can't see anything without my glasses. I don't know. He was probably retarded. I'm sorry. He was just probably retarded. And I remember he was saying he was going to be a paramedic, someone that, would be in the ambulances. And I'm like, dude, he's going to fucking kill people because he's just not going to know what to fucking do as a paramedic. He's going to be too slow, He reminded me of a sloth. If he was an Animorph, he'd probably Animorph into a sloth. But yeah, enough about that, dude. Let's check out what else we got here. Charges have been dropped against Alec Baldwin for his shooting on the set of the movie Rust. And I'm really hoping this movie's good. Because if it sucks and we're like someone died because of it, that would be terrible. Like if it ends up winning awards and shit, I guess I'd be like, oh, okay, it was worth it. This person dying, getting shot, you know. But yeah, they're really hyping up the movie with this whole someone getting shot, you know, thing. And of course, the charges are going to get dropped. It's fucking Alec Baldwin. It's a white dude. He's probably got a shit ton of money. He's gonna get out of it. He's gonna get out of it. All celebrities get out of shit like this with loopholes, technicalities, or liability. People sign liabilities and non-disclosures. You know. So yeah, of course he was gonna get out of it. That's fucking goofy to even think we'd charge him for it. You know. Oh yeah, dude. And it's late right now too. I'm sorry, recording so late. I watched. My niece wanted to watch this movie we've seen before, Heavenly Creatures. And if you've never seen Heavenly Creatures, I believe it's from 1994. It's the first movie Kate Winslet ever did, and it's Peter Jackson film, who did like Lord of the Rings and shit. And it's based on a true story about like two little girls are like 13, 14. They developed like a lesbian relationship for each other in the 1950s, when that's pretty much like a no-no. Like if you're lesbian or gay, it's considered like a disease and you're fucked up in the head, right? Unlike now. But yeah, so they were like really falling for each other, and both of the parents of each child wasn't really feeling it. They were like, nah, they can't be sick, quote unquote. And then the one of the daughters is like, well, I know how we can be together. Let's just kill my mother. And like they legit go through it. They like kill the mom, you know? And it's like it's just so good. It's so good of a movie. And I remember like when I first showed it to my niece, I don't know, probably a year or two ago, I was like, "Don't worry. They have a death in this movie, but it's not shown on camera. It's very carefully done." And we cut up to where she dies or whatever. Uh, it wasn't shown, but do the noises the woman was making, like to depict her being like killed. She was like, like real nasty noises where I'm all like, oh, this sounds really bad. I really shouldn't have shown it to my niece, who was probably like 11 or 10 at the time, you know, when I showed it to her. And now she's, I don't know, 12. Like it really like made an effect on her where she was like, why'd you show me that? I'm like, dude, I really didn't know it was that bad. I'm sorry. Like it was, I remember it being way less worse than that, but it sounded pretty bad where I'm like, okay, I kind of regret you hearing that and watching that. But today she wanted to watch it again because it's just a good movie, you know? Look for it, Heavenly Creatures. Very good movie. Very good movie. Kate Winslet is amazing. And everyone else is kind of like, they're amazing. The whole movie is good. It's just they're not really like notable. I think they're like just New Zealand actors, you know, that Peter Jackson likes to hire. But Kate Winslet is amazing in it. So for her first role or whatever. But yeah, that's what we did a little while ago. So that's why I'm barely recording this episode right now. Let's see what else we got here. There's an Adderall shortage still, and pharmacies are turning people away, which I'm glad I'm not really on Adderall right now, because I'd be, you know, suffering from it, like the shortage. But I also hate that I'm not on Adderall, because I felt like a little bit better when I was on Adderall. So, yeah, I miss it. I do miss Adderall very much. I just remember the first time I tried Adderall, and it was like the max dose, or at least, I don't know, it was a big dose. It was like 25 or 30 milligrams. And dude, my head was spinning, and I like vomited the next day. And my head was spinning for like weeks, where I had to take off from both jobs. And then finally the doctor was all, well, we'll just start you on a small dose. We'll do 10 milligrams. And I liked it. It was great. I wanted more. But since my anxiety's been so bad lately, I've been off like all of that shit that'll like, make my heart beat worse or make my head have like thoughts like that, like racing thoughts. But yeah, I really did like Adderall. I really miss it. And right now we're just on like pills that like put me to sleep. They're making me sleepy. And it's not too bad, but it's still like come on, I need to be awake to work, And I do sleep a lot during the day. It sucks. I'd rather be playing Paper Mario, because that shit took 4 hours. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna try to do another chapter tomorrow, or today or whatever, but we'll see, right? And lastly, Biden is preparing to relaunch his re-election bid as soon as next week. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, like, can't we get a better Democrat to try and run this country, Like, isn't The Rock a Democrat? Can he just start going into, like, where we can just vote for him, Like, he would run this country so much better. Or even if he's, like Biden, he's not really running the country. He's just, like, the trophy piece and everyone else is doing it, like the cabinet and shit. Wouldn't that be better with The Rock? Like, The Rock would look way more threatening and organized and respected than Biden, who looks like a fake he looks like one of Jeff Dunham's puppets, He just looks like a piece of shit. All the shit with his son Hunter and all that he never comments on is all fishy. And I don't know, it's just like it feels like the country's just doing worse with him there, because it's like he just nods off and doesn't care about things, Whereas Trump, at least like maybe we wouldn't feel like we'd have that war with Ukraine and shit, because we're giving all this money to Ukraine, and here are like people in the United States suffering. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever. I hate to be as political as I am, but this is why I just don't vote, because I think voting's an illusion. It's like, oh, you could vote for whoever you want, this guy or this guy, and it's like, that's not whoever I want. I have to like literally pick from certain candidates to vote for. Like, well, you could write it in. Oh, what's the point of writing it in? Like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Kanye. Nobody's gonna fucking vote for him, right? Jesus Christ. I don't know. What do I know? But yeah, I think we're good for the day. Tell me if you've seen Heavenly Creatures, how you have the feedback on it. I think it's a great movie. Great fucking real story told well. Tell me if you find it insulting being called an NPC, because I think that's fucking hilarious. If you called it, hey, you fucking, you're NPC, and then just get fucking chased after and stabbed. Like, holy shit, an NPC wouldn't do that shit. Maybe in fucking Oblivion or fucking Elder Scrolls something, Is the Adderall shortage affecting you? I know it's not affecting me right now, but I hope you make it. I hope you're doing fine. And yeah, as far as voting, I'm not gonna vote like at all. Like, especially because I have to like go out and I have to be in line with people. I don't know. It's not worth it to me, And then it's an illusion of choice voting. It's like, oh, you can vote for anyone. Vote for this guy or this guy, and it's like, no, fuck you. Like, that's not voting. That's not democracy. But whatever. What do I know, right? I'm just a piece of shit. But I want to thank you for listening to my podcast. No, thank you for listening. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, reviewing, rating, all of that good stuff. Check out the YouTube, as I'm trying to grow those numbers there. So if you go subscribe there, I'd really appreciate it. youtube.com/@LorenzoAriola. And yeah, check me out on YouTube when I'm gaming. We'll still be playing Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door, because we're barely on Chapter 8 and it's taking forever. And we'll do some, I know, like this week I gotta do regurgitated content and some exclusive stuff for the Patreon. So check out the Patreon, patreon.com/LorenzoAriola. But again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and take care. Bye.